All aboard, it's Jang here with a look at the Playmobil Singer with Stage set. In the US, this sells for $13, which I think is an okay price for it. Not a great price, but an okay price. The set itself is actually a little bit better than I expected it to be, and I will not waste time in showing you exactly why I feel that. So the stage back there has a pretty nice background, which actually refracts light and has all the kind of iridescent rainbow kind of effects that go through there just from light just bouncing off of it. But there's also this base. So let me take the microphone stand off just for a moment. You put 3 AAA batteries into this base, and then it creates this light show. You just push that button. That's actually pretty cool, and it's bright. They have these LED lights in there that are fairly bright, brighter than they need to be. So even though I have so much light in the studio right now, you can still see it very clearly, and that light also bounces off the background. I wasn't expecting that, so that looks pretty good. And there are multiple modes. Push the button one more time, it becomes more of a soft and smooth transition that goes between 2 pulsating modes, and that gives you a full rainbow of colors. So that's also pretty cool. And there's a third mode. Push the button one more time, and it's this more strobe-based little pattern, little rotation of patterns that it goes through. So the idea is that you'd have your figure, just getting the figure ready right now to put it back up there. And with the microphone stand, the microphone itself is actually a little intended to be a little wireless unit. So she would be able to just hold that in her hands. But that looks great. It really highlights the figure. It really helps bring some serious life and believability to, to such a fanciful scene with a Playmo figure. I think that just looks great. I think my favorite mode is that one looks pretty good too. My personal favorite is this mode here, just because it's so smooth. Makes it look a little bit more fancy. You can change the angles of these fake lights up here, to kind of turn them around in different ways. And because of the way the light bounces off the back, it actually looks like, if you kind of suspend disbelief just for a moment, it kind of looks like these lights are really working. You can kind of imagine that. So this is done pretty well, in my opinion, and I think that whole light feature really, really helps with the value here. If they didn't have that in it, then I don't think it would be a good value, but you do have to add your own 3 AAA batteries, but it's so much better to actually have those going. Now, let me show you the figure. It's a full modern style of female Playmobil figure, so you can change out the clothing to some degree. You can change out the skirt, and they have a few different options there. This one looks pretty good. It looks absolutely appropriate for what they're trying to do, for what this one is supposed to represent. I like the hair shape and the color as well. There's good contrast, and overall the quality of this one is okay. Well, it's good. It's not great. You can see some little, just little bits of kind of edges that aren't so good, and there's a little bit of blotchiness in the belt line, if you will, there. But let me show you the other options for wardrobes, because they do have this wardrobe cart included as well, and that's pretty nice because it actually has a couple of hangers that work there, and you have an additional skirt and also a full dress. This has wheels that kind of turn, not really, you kind of just slide this around, which is fine, but yeah, this does its job. So there's the alternate short skirt with just a little bit of print on the front of it for the belt. And the color there matches the color of her shoes there, the pumps she's wearing. So that just clips directly on. I feel like this one doesn't look quite so good, doesn't necessarily match, but of course it's always good to have options. And there's the full dress with a line of stars. It's a very nice mold. There's a lot of flow to it, especially at the base. But I think it's a little bit unfortunate that you see a little bit of the outfit underneath. Just at the top, a little bit of that black shows through. It would have been nicer if either the print had been shifted or the shape of the dress had been altered a little bit to be a little bit taller, so that it would look like this is the main thing she's wearing. You're not seeing anything beneath that. But yeah, it has pretty good shape, flows pretty well. No decoration around the back, unfortunately. The material is a little bit thick for the sake of durability, so it'll last, but kind of widens up the figure a little bit. But I think it fits pretty well, and like I said, it's just really good to have options. The stage was intended to be used with the big cruise ship. If you have the big cruise ship, it's just a suggestion, but they suggest that you move a bunch of stuff out of the way and then place it right in there, and it looks great. It looks possibly even better from this low angle with less light in there, so you see more of just the colors of the LED lights. Let me go ahead and show you the other modes with a little bit less light in there. Gosh, I actually wish there was even more light than this, to be honest with you, so it would kind of light up the whole room. But if you're in a room that has less light than my studio, you probably will see more of that light, reflecting off the walls a little bit and mostly the ceiling up above. But it's a nice placement and definitely fits in there well and provides extra entertainment for your guests. And that's the Singer with stage. Like I said, a nicer set than I thought it was going to be. Really love the light effects. Wish that things were done just a little bit better with the long version of the outfit there. And I think the value is pretty good. Could be better, but it's pretty good for the entire experience. That's about all I have to say about this one, so feel free to leave a comment if you would like to, but I will talk to you again as soon as I can in the next video. Bye for now.